Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this segment. As I promised, we are live now. This Thanks for joining this broadcast. I'd like you to share right now if you're joining live. Good news. We also have right now we have a new channel that has been created on WhatsApp. You can quickly join our WhatsApp channel. That's a good news. So if you're joining right now, I'd like you to make sure you go tap on the for those of you who are watching on Instagram, you might not have access to these things, but yeah, so try and have the links that is given to you to join below. And let's quickly affirm that we have those who are watching on YouTube should also be aligned to what we're doing right now. Thank you for joining this section. So we're going to be doing the program alignment once we are settled. For now, um, let us focus on what we are doing right now. We are here today for Global Prophetic Network, Global International Prophecies for July. We didn't have an early time for this month. We haven't started fully based on some of my trips and some of my things that keeps engaging or clashing with my engagement. I'm really trusting for more grace to be consistent in the things I'm doing because I have business. I also have other things that I have to always put the priority first. But when it comes to direct engagements where God gives me a message to follow, I would always come live. And I'm here today as a result of that alignment the Lord has given to me to be live today. Those of you who are watching right now and you're joining, I'd like you to share, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd like you to do that right now because time is not on our side. Amen. Time is not on our side. So we have quite a lot of things to talk about today, and I am looking forward to sharing most divine informations and instructions to every one of you that will be watching today. So if you're joining right now, begin to share this video. Thank you. I'm glad to have you all in our midst. Amen. So let's just quickly get some few things done while we have people joining live. So quickly share this video. Quickly share this video right now. And those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you for joining. I'd like you to quickly stay connected as we get everything in alignment. I have quite a few things I would like to discuss today on our broadcast concerning the review of some of the things that we started speaking about and speaking on. Yeah. Okay. So let's begin. I open this broadcast by the authority of Christ that has been placed upon me. I open and I speak not as a person who have uh, self-rights. I speak not as a person who, even though in engagement with divinity has been given full power, but I speak under the one, I speak as one who is under the influence and the fullness and authority of what has been placed upon me by divine mandate. And by the mandate of divinity, I decree and I declare that everyone who is joining and has joined this broadcast today will have and begin to experience divine transition and transformation in their life. Come against every form of mitigation, anything that has been placed like an embargo, that has been placed like an embargo in anyone's life. We decree and declare that as they join this broadcast today, they will experience transition, transformation, they will experience manifestation, they will experience the light and the finger of the Spirit upon their life. We decree and we declare that it shall manifest according to the will and purpose of the Spirit. Amen and amen. Come against anything, any handwriting, any force, any form, anything that is not written in the counsel and in the mandate of divinity upon everyone's life, upon anyone's life that is joining right now. We decree and we declare by the authority that has been bestowed upon me, by the mandate of divinity, by the by the light of Christ that dwells within us, I decree and I declare that everything that needs to stand in the justification of their liberation, in the justification of their blessings, that it shall manifest, it shall manifest, and it shall manifest. We come against anything that is not inclusive to divine plan. We come against anything that is not inclusive to heavenly plan. We come against anything that is not that is centered against the word that has been released upon their life. We decree and declare that every prophetic and spoken word that will be released upon their life today, there will be transformation, there will be liberation, there will be manifestation, there will be signs and wonders. And as we have come into alignment and as we have come into the verdict of divine mercy, that everyone who will come in contact with this broadcast, who will come in contact with this word, who will come in contact with this sound, will begin to experience divine certification. There will be a surge of divine power upon their life. We thank you, and we also give glory to the one that is above us, the one that is ahead of us, the one that is beyond. Let glory be given unto the one that is ahead, not beneath. We give glory to the source, to the ultimate source. We release worship to the ultimate source. We release glory up to the ultimate source. Let it be magnified. Let it be glorified. Let it be adored under the Christic family, under the Christic union, under the Christ union. We decree and we declare, by the Spirit of God that dwells within us, we decree and we declare that everything that we do today shall be under the mandate of heaven, shall be under the mandate of divine blessings, shall be under the mandate of the fingers of God, shall be under the mandate of divinity, shall be under the mandate of the light of the Spirit, shall be under the mandate of signs and wonders. We thank you, Lord. We thank you for everything you have done. Therefore, I decree and I declare anyone who is here, who needs a voice, who needs a hand, who needs something that needs to be done in their life, anything that is in their life that needs repositioning, that by the reason of this broadcast, by the reason of this word, that there shall be signs and wonders, there shall be liberation in their life. I speak to the countenance of their face and to everyone who is joining, who has joined right now, that they will leave this place blessed, transmogrified. They will experience excelling in everything that they do this week. And because this is also a declaration for the week, we decree and we declare that everything that the Spirit has positioned for their life, there shall be manifestation. There shall be signs and wonders. Come against every parasitic form, anything that is a contender of divine faith, anything that is a contender of the light of the Spirit. Come against it right now by the authority of Christ. By the authority of Christ. I decree and I declare by the authority of Christ. Everyone will receive that light. They will receive that wonder. They will receive that majestic honor. They will receive the retrieval of sovereignty in their life. And it shall be well with them. Amen and amen by the authority of Christ, in Christ's authority's name. Amen. Hallelujah. So everyone who is watching right now can go ahead and share this video. We're here today on the 19th of July 2026. This is also Global Prophetic Blessings. We're going to be giving a review of what we had towards the engagement of last videos. And I'm also going to be prophesying into your week. And then also, as soon as we are done, I'm going to be giving access to I'm going to be giving an instruction. It's good that you pay attention with what I'm about to say, because you're going to experience something very, very magnificent. But let me just give you a key insight as to what we're doing right now. If you're here right now and you know how to, your ensure that you know how to screenshot, because I'm going to be giving you a direction on what to do. Yeah, I'm going to be giving you a direction on what to do. I'm going to be giving you a direction on what to do within the premise of this video when we comment. So, to those of you who are joining right now, you can just click on the channel. We now have we're currently reopened on Global Prophetic Network is now back on WhatsApp. So by saying this right now, we're going to be having people, rather than having a scattered. Remember, I told you all that I was going to come back, and when I'm done doing that which the Lord has given to me, I'm going to be back fully. We had a channel. Our channel was was going close to 800 in numbers. I think we were almost climbing 1,000, and then we had to shut down again. This time around, we're back, but this time around, we are back in the fullness of grace and divine blessings. So those of you who are joining right now, who are watching right now, so the good thing is, as soon as this video is done, I'd like you to join. But I'm going to be doing a separate video for for the Global Prophetic Network channel. And like I was able to give many of you that information that you needed for your life, for the nourishment of your soul, I was able to help so many of you have a balance in your daily walk with God. I was able to help so many of you to understand what is coming in front of us. I was able to help so many of you balance the truth. I reviewed some deep things. I went even overboard. I went on and beyond. Having said that, the essence of our community is to expose that which needs to be exposed, and to open the lights to those who needed to be opened. But I was also given a very strong direction by the Spirit of God. The Spirit said to me, I need you to lose yourself away from the journey so that you can lose false light, false system, false followership. In other words, the Spirit said to me that I don't want everyone to just call your name. I don't want everyone to just know you. I don't want you to do this for fame. I want you to shatter yourself and remold yourself from nothing again. That was a very simple task, but the process of doing that came with a lot of sacrifice and came with a lot of price. And so in doing that, I was meant to first start the first phase of shutting down my global ministry. And everyone who followed me then knew that if you were members of my ministry, both in Kano and in Lagos, Nigeria, we had a lot of followership. We were doing very well, extremely well. We had a very good auditorium. We had good auditorium in Alausa, in Ikeja. And so in doing all of those things, the Spirit of the Lord gave me a direction and said to me, now I want you to shut down your work. And then the next thing, I want you to leave social media space, the next phase, but you're going to feed your people for a while. And then you're going to go into mystery class, and then you will shut the program again. And then all of those times I've followed the voice of God, and everything that has led me to where I am today came as a result of divine obedience. I have will of my own. I could do whatever I want to do. I could, travel and turn all the gift and talents I have. Of course, most of you are just getting to find out that now I'm currently in the corporate world in finance, where I had to set up a company, and I started a new vision, building investment structure and pipeline to be able to bring in finance international project deals in Nigeria. We're still at the verge of the foundation. We've gotten mandates, and that's one of the great things and testimonies that God has done in our life through hard work, discipline, and consistency. So I believe that from now till next year, many people would wonder where and how did he got all of these things. So you see, in between the time where I was away from social media, I had to go through a severe preparation spiritually for what is already in front of us. The world that we're experiencing right now, it demands a set of people who have been prepared spiritually, who have been prepared divinely, who have been prepared with mandates. And if a mandate has not been given to you, you need to be along with the family that has the mandate. So you don't need to go and start subscribing for you don't need to go to the mountain and say, God, I need my own mandate. I need you to revisit me. You're going to waste a lot of time. I'm going to advise you not to, because the process is very, very difficult. The constraint in fasting, the constraint in sacrifice, the constraint in rejecting yourself, the constraint in walking out of something you have built. And then you call that success. And then the Spirit says, no, this is not what I have for you. And then when I looked at the future, when I followed that path, well, I had it all fine, but something kept on missing. The major assignment was not yet fulfilled. And the Spirit said to me, if I continue this way, I'll have big names. People will always come to me for prophecies, but then the substance will not be there. And then I said, so what is it that I'm doing right now that I need to do? The Spirit said, it's not what I'm doing right now, it's what I need to do. And then the Spirit said to me, shut yourself down, become yourself. So all of you who are following me right now, you are currently at the phase God planned me to be. I'm currently in the exact position right now where that the Spirit said to me, it is time for you to move full-fledged into ministry, into expansion, into mentorship, into partnership, into several roles. So if you're here right now, you're not here coincidentally. So I believe that even though that the wider community will join, even though the Lord will begin to reopen those doors and gates that He has already given to us, we're not praying for gates and doors. We're not seeking for fame. We're praying. Now listen to me. The things that are happening in the Spirit is happening at a greater cause. Let me give you background into my private channel, or into my private room, or my privacy. Sometimes the Spirit will wake me up and say, face the north and launch 7 arrows there. I would just obey and I would do it. I remember launching an arrow. The Spirit gave me a coordinate. The Spirit gave me a plan. And then the Spirit of God gave me a mandate for what I was going to do. And then He gave me the strategic coordination. So when I checked on the map, I focused on that place and I started launching my arrow. I launched my arrow there. I began to launch accordingly as the Spirit has given to me. He gave me about unlimited archers of arrows, and then He told me to launch towards that direction. I did it exactly as He told me to do. That was all I did. And 3 days later, that same location in the east, in the Middle East, had explosion with in fact, there was no airstrike, there was nothing going on then within Israel and that country, or America and that country. That country had never been struck before. But something happened very strange. Most of their weapon houses were destroyed. It exploded. Some of their military grade where some strange things happened that week. And it happened the day I was about to tune in on my phone. I got the breaking news from a very reliable news outlet. Then I went to my room and I asked the Spirit of God, said, what just happened now? I saw this things, and the Spirit said, yes, that's the effect. Now listen, I'm not personifying that I caused whatever happened. Saying this now publicly, but I know that 3 days before that news came online, the Spirit had given me direction. Now the Spirit, I was praying about Nigeria, and I asked the Spirit, people are praying. Give me a word to go publicly. Let me, it's very complicated when people know you are a prophet. There are prophets in the country, but prophets cannot speak, and people want a word that will help them. And the Spirit, so you see, the Spirit does not speak because you want to hear Him. He speaks because things must align in the Spirit. I mean, I had all these gifts. I wanted to really come out. I remember putting a call to one of my followers to say, I need to speak with the governor of my state. I need to speak to the governor of my state. What is happening? I was very angry. I needed to rebuke, and the Spirit told me to calm down. He says, Samuel, calm down. I have a different purpose for you. I said, okay, so tell me what I need to do because I cannot watch my people die. People are being slaughtered in numbers. What should I do? And then he took me to the root cause of the problem. And he says, now deal with the root here. What shall I do? The Spirit said, now you know what to do. I said, no. He said, launch your arrow and your sword. I started launching my arrows and my sword. And then the Spirit gave me a prophetic word and says, now this is what is going to happen in the country. Few months after the word I gave, this was after deaths had occurred and all of that. For the very first time in the Western African soil of Nigeria, there was an intervention from America. And they struck the operation of ISIS. Today they've killed the second in command. There's massive airstrike going on. Now, and then the Spirit said to me, yes, I'm going to give you a gift as a response. And the breaking down, these are personal words that some of you, if I give you words for words that the Spirit gives to me, and then you see the breaking news, you see the similarities and the alignment, and you'll be wondering. The Spirit said to me, I'm giving you a gift now for your people. And then on Christmas Day or towards the New Year, Donald Trump posted on Truth Social saying, this is my Christmas gift for Africa, for Nigeria. He used the word gift as the Spirit gave to me. So, so you see, you will get to a point in humility. You see, when the Spirit wants to humble you, He would, first of all, give you a fame in private where you can go publicly to start saying, it was you who did it, it was you who did that. Now, I know there are a lot of people that are praying for this country. There are a lot of people who are interceding for this country. But there is always a trigger to how spiritual things occur. And so, forget the face of people. Forget, sometimes you see some people that forget the fact that some people don't look like what they are. There are people around your life that you probably may not know that these persons have authority in the Spirit. I'm not saying this to raise my gesture, but I'm trying to tell you that there are some of you who are mistaken for facial. You think that authority somebody might be in power. You might be very surprised that the person who is running things behind the scene is somebody that walks every day without bodyguards and security. That is exactly how the Spirit works. Many of you are, and now this is where I'm going to be saying this to many of you. Many of you think that you need to be in power. You need to ride in convoy. You need to ride in a private jet and all of that. Now, fast forwarding to I recently got a business mandate from my state. I was appointed to do something, and guess what? Out of the pillars that was given to me, my company, is we are going to design the cyber defense, the security structure of the entire state. No. You didn't get it. Part of the business plans we're bringing, part of the investment structure we are bringing into the state is bringing of high advanced technical deployment for surveillance, which includes military guardwares like drones and all of that. And with the gift that the Lord has given to me, I can design some of these things, but there are other EPC companies or companies, technical brains in different part of the world. I can't mention the names because of some of the alignment I have. But I'm trying to tell you that the Lord God did not only answer the prayer by sending intervention. There are still things going on in the state that still requires urgency. But how does a man, a small boy like me, who prayed and I was giving the trigger and there was intervention, and at this very point, I didn't look for it. It came by alignment to design part of the things we're going to be bringing. I can't mention more details, but you see, part of the things we're going to be deploying is cyber defense, counterattack, how to help the police force and the state security guards to align in some of the things that will help the state to prevent itself from mass attack, from so many of these things. How did I get from praying in the secret, doing the spiritual strategic work, and in fact, leaving it in the hands of God, and now I am facilitating security protocol, investment structure for the state and all. How? That's why it's called preparation. The beginning of the journey does not look like that. And look, many things have happened since then, and many things are happening that I cannot speak about. What am I trying to say? What lesson am I trying to draw? Why am I using my personal life to tell to every one of you here? Now, if I was live on Facebook every day, just coming online to be praying, moving, going from one place, hosting crusades, some of the strategic alignment that I'm being positioned right now, I wouldn't have gotten it. Where would I have the time? When I'll be today, I'm flying to one state to go and conduct a program, and I'm not saying this that God cannot also give me those things, but He had to install it. He had to put the fire inside my soul. He had to prepare me to stand before greatness. He had to, realign the mandate and restructure things that has to come in place. And so sometimes when God shuts you down, He doesn't shut you down because you don't deserve what you have. He shuts you down in order to realign you to what's best for you. And this is why I'm going to be praying for every one of you here. Anything in your life, when I mean anything and everything in your life that is stealing, that is stealing the plan of God, that is, fighting the will of God in your life. Anything that is in your life that is caging you, early glory. Some of you just got something new and you are already moved by that thing. Somebody says, let's get that. Let's get that. Somebody says, let me know how to support and partake, man of God from UK. What do you want to support and partake? Just tell me. Do you want to support in the investments? Do you want to support in the seed fund for the forming of the entity so that you can have shares? Just whatever you want to do, or you want to support in the ministry, you can state it right now. Look, so many people are reaching out to say the same thing. So, Prophet, how can we join? We want to invest. We want to bring in investment too. We have funds. We have money that we are not using. We want to bring it. How can we partake to get shareholding structure? This is it. This is very massive. And I'm not even talking about the amount and that the amount that is involved. And I'm waking up every day looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, is this not what other people sign? And then on social media, they are not letting anybody rest. Is this not the same thing that I've just gotten? And I even got more than 3 of those. We even have a presidential briefing of another country, the city of Botswana. We have a presidential briefing with one of the programs that we're engaging. Look, there are things we cannot say, not because we do not think it is right. And you still see me here coming online to say receive. It takes God to put that humility in your soul. And I'm not saying this to say I'm humble enough. No. I'm just saying that some of you get too excited and then you miss the most that God has for you in store. Now, is this not kingdom blessings? So some of you are asking, some of you don't know that the prayer you are praying to get the blessings and wealth you're getting is now connected to the ministry and the man of God that you're speaking with right now. Do you know how many jobs this is going to give to many people? Do you know when we start engaging in giving people contracts? If you want contract, you can write right now. If you want to partake, if you want to bid for a contract, I have a mandate. You can just seek what you want and it's given to you. And then we'll structure a shareholding agreement in setting up the consortium and it's done. So what more blessings are you looking for if through me now, God now say, okay, instead of people praying for this thing, give them a job in this place, give them a job in that place. Has God not done it? We're bringing infrastructures like hospitals. So sometimes most of you are the answer to the community's prayer. Your family has not gotten answer. And it looks like God has not answered you, not because He doesn't want to answer you, but you are the one He's positioned for what He wants to do in that land. But you are still not in alignment. So therefore, it looks very long. And some delays is not because God is denying you. It's because He's actually preparing for what is very great, what is bigger than you, what is greater than you. Now, you see, in this realm, in our cosmology, in the entire cosmology, but in the earthly realm, we have to speak as if we have something ahead of us. And that's why you see me, I'll use figures like God. We are free to use entities like demons, light, but if you collapse all of those things, this is alignment happening at its fullest cost. This is us returning back to sovereignty. This is us getting back what we already own in the kingdom. Do you know how great you are? Some of you are calling me privately seeking. You say, "Oh, a prophet, I'm hungry. Can you give me how much peanuts do you want me to give to you that will satisfy you?" Nothing. If at your age, if I give you 1 million naira right now, or 1 million, or $1,000, or $500, or $200 right now, it's not going to help you. What if I give you a solution that is already in what I own, and I say, "Take," and this is continual? Is that not what you want? The word continuity is eternal. Never look for peanut. Never look for finite result. Look for things that is continual, that stays in continuity. Are you getting my point here? So today I'm going to be declaring about many things. And those many things I'm going to be declaring on is upon your life. You are more than what you've been told. You are not a prophecy yet to manifest. You are the prophecy that has already happened that the world is about to see. So you need to take very seriously. So today I'm going to be breaking a word from the book of Jeremiah chapter 1. And those of you who are listening right now, you can. Jeremiah chapter 1. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 4. The Bible says, "Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations." Now, I want to say something to you here. There's one of the biggest problem many Christians have, and it's what they call replaced theology. And replaced theology came as a result of this new fashion way of teaching, where when you read a Bible verse, you assume it is you that is speaking to. Now, the Bible verse here is not talking about you, because now I know people who have read this Bible verse and they are stuck in life because they go about reading a verse. And let me tell you, the Bible was not written in verses. It was written, but it was broken down in verses so that you can understand the reading. Because if you see the original parchment of all of these scriptures, you discover that there was nothing like verses. So what do? You don't just read the context of the verse. You read the entire pretext, or pretext could either be 2 chapters ahead or 8 chapters before it or after it. So rather than reading Jeremiah chapter 4, let's read Jeremiah chapter 1. The words of Jeremiah, son of the Hilkiah, of the priests that were in Anathoth, in the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of the Lord came in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. It came also in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month. You get the revelation there. So the word that came to Jeremiah came because of the beginning. The fact that the word sorted someone out. The words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, the priest that were in Anathoth, in the land of Benjamin. You see, it establishes his identity first. Okay? To whom the word of the Lord came in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah. So the word came and it was established. But why did the word came? If you read verse 3 again, it says, "And it came also in the days of Joachim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month." Do you get it? So there was captivity before the ordination was exposed. So in verse 4, it says, "Then the word," because he did not say "and the word." It did not begin with the word "and." It says "then." You get the word? You get the revelation? It did not say, and the word of the Lord came. So the word did not came to Jeremiah because he was a prophet. No. No, in fact, no prophet called themselves a prophet in the Bible, except they had a conditioning as to what they needed to do in the spoken word. Because Elijah said, if I be a man of God, he didn't say if I be a prophet. A prophet is a validation from the people based on what they have observed. So you cannot call your prophet until you have received the confirmation personally. You've been told by the Spirit that you're a prophet. And secondly, the word prophet means the one who is sent, who represents an agenda. So there must be an agenda in the calling. So you cannot go about telling you are a called one or a choosing one if there is no agenda. Once you understand the frame of this, once you understand responsibility in the kingdom, you understand the frame of the kingdom, you understand how the Spirit operates. The Spirit does not operate because you prayed to God because of your personal needs. And then you don't go and open the book of Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 4 to start quoting, before you formed me, you knew thee. Now let's establish that. Then the Bible says, then the word. So you see, it came on the pospudency. It came on the prepondency of the fact that there was captivity. So after it established the sequence, now, if you go further to understand what happened, you have to go and start probing. That's what they call Bible probing. So after you've read the text of the verse, now you have to now start doing what they call probing. Probing means you go to the historical background. What happened in the days of the captivities? You see, it started itemizing and analyzing what happened within that period. So when you now go and investigate what happened within those period, you will now realize, oh, certain things was happening in the land. There was iniquity, there was evil, people were dying, there was killing. So, but an identity showed up and the word came. The word sorted out someone. So the word, first of all, divine mandate, right? Divine mandate is more coherent where there are crises. So it is impossible to say that God does not speak when certain things are hard. But the question is, who has God given the word to? Are you getting the word? So everyone can be listening to the voice of the Spirit, but not everyone has been given the mandate. No matter how people come to beg you in life, if you are not mandated to help those people in their situation, you are wasting time. And this is what I want to say to everyone. Be honest about people when they come to you for assistance. If you don't have, don't promise them anything. Are you getting my point? If they don't have anything, if they don't have if you don't have what it takes to establish, so stop killing yourself with an obligation that has not been mandated to you. And this is the problem with many pastors. Many young people today have gone into ministry because of one dream they had. They've shared themselves, they've given themselves, some people be a prophet, doctor, honorable. They've given themselves title, thinking that it is in the title that suffices the function of the ministry. Whereas the foundation of the ministry, the foundation of your calling is on the word that it is fashioned for. So if your mandate was to deliver a people for a particular season, what are you going to do in the other cities to open crusades grounds for? Because that's not your mandate. You are killing yourself faster. And that is why you only function where the power is given to you to manifest. And so you must understand that God, there are many people God can use to do his will. And that being said, there is no special person. I'm just saying that. Do you see what happened? Do you see what happened? Now, the second thing I want us to probe is that Jeremiah came from the land of Benjamin. So God raised a person from the land where the captivity came. God can send a person to be a messenger to another city, but the help of the land is in the land. So which means that several things happening right now is happening right now because God is. Now, it is very strange. Obviously, I'm seeing a lot of people traveling to UK. The only time God said they should go and hold crusade is to go to UK and Canada and all of these green zones. God does not send them to South Korea. Do you see why so I don't want to go into those doctrinal issues, but when I hear people say God has sent them into a land, and then when I do my check, first of all, you are from Benue State, or you are from Anambra State, or you are from a particular state, and God did not see you, He did not see your hometown that is impoverished. He did not see your mother's town that is impoverished. He did not see your father's house that is lacking of the lights that you have. God did not see your former mates and colleagues where you should go and do crusades. But the only place God reminds you of is to go to America. Do you know how many pastors are in America? Why can't God use the people in America to deliver America? So you see, when you start hearing police, that's I'm saying this because when you zoom in the zoning of people who hear the voice of God, there are not many people who understand the voice of God. But unfortunately, many of you are chasing crowd. You're chasing big name. Okay, and that's why you miss it. You feel that the person who has the word for you must have an aircraft, must be. And I'm not saying this because I've not enjoyed all of these things. That's not my point. I'm saying this that some of you have reduced yourself to why God can't speak to you, because you give God conditions as to what you want to see before He speaks to you. So you see that Jeremiah is from the land of Benjamin. From the land of Benjamin. Who was Jesus? A messenger and a prophet and a servant of God, or a son of God who came on earth. He was sent to his people as a template model, meaning that the word Messiah means anointed one. It did not mean a special one. It means one who has been anointed for a particular mission. Some of you think that and that is why the reason you see the Christian mentality is suppressed, because of the church narration of this wrong evolution going on. The current church is not the real church that we have then. I'm saying this. The current church that we have right now is not, the current church right now is a social ground. It's a ground of showmanship, not the interpretation, not the authority that God uses. And that is why you see every time people always look back at these pastors. Why do they have churches everywhere in the world? Why are all these churches expanding? But yet evil is still increasing. You see, people are beginning to question. People's eyes are opening now. You see, but there are churches here, there are churches here. There is the general overseer of a particular ministry who is everywhere. Let me just say RCCG ministry. Today, people insult the man. There is an old man, an anointed man of God, but people are insulting him. But let me tell you, no matter how you love your daddy G.O., a man who is not sent for the entire purpose of that nation should not be blamed. Why are you blaming one pastor because he has crowd? His assignment is already valid. He has crowd. That means he was sent to the people that believes in his ministry, that believes in his gospel. So why are you why are they going about attacking pastors when things are going on in the world? And that is the same reason mentality that your country, our country, is facing. You are attacking the president, but you can't attack your chancellor, the local government chairman. You don't know that everything that suffices in the state starts from a small level, and the level you are supposed to be attacking, you are not attacking. The president has given his rule. Why are you attacking him? Why are you insulting him? So you see, there is an organogram of operation in the kingdom, in the spirit. And that's why I want to say this to every one of you here. You are so important in the kingdom that you don't know you are part of the equation of the manifestation of the kingdom. You don't know. You don't know that your problem is preparing you. Your crisis is preparing you. Your situation is preparing you. Where will the word come from if not captivity, if not from pain? You used to have some level of comfort, and all of a sudden you lost the comfort. Now let's go further in probing. So he says, now look what he says. And it came also in the days of Jehoiakim, in the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of the Josiah, king of Judah, unto the carrying away. So it means that the word came when an event occurred, or the end of a particular thing. So Ronick, you can text our prayer line on WhatsApp, and then you can state what it is you want to do in terms of partnership or whatever you said you are asking for. You can ask that question there. So you see, the question is, one season started, another season ended before that word came. So timing is what manifests. So many people should have been doing what they ought to have been doing when the right time came. And that's why most of you who come for consultation, you are being given a time to do a particular prayer. You're being told, do it within this period. And then you feel like, no, I think I would do it when I'm convenient. And of course, because there is no time in the spirit, there is no convenience in the spirit. So everything that needs to happen has already happened. So in the model of timing, you need to work with the timing that is given to you. So that when you need to see the move of the spirit, the move of the spirit begins to align with the timing that you already have. And that's why when you come back sometimes in response to, okay, you know what, I'm ready to do this, and the spirit says, well, the timing that was spotted for you to do it has passed. So you have to wait for another season. Not because the spirit could not have acted then, but it has, based on the performance of what is already in alignment in the structure, in the spirit. It works with the model of what. Now, see, before time began, God placed certain placeholders of things that when you fulfill your mandate according to that timing, that particular window opens for that manifestation. You are surprised, right? Just as there is 12 midnight. But take a look at it. If you remove Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all these days that is being mentioned, days of the week, is every day not the same day? But because of the intelligence given to man, man understood that there's a window of night, there's a window of morning, there's a window. So they started aligning it based on the lunar movement, right? So they now knew 12. And when it was 12, it aligned according to what they measured. So they now discover by maths that, oh, this earth is working by according to the laws of physics. This earth is operating according to a certain law. And then they discover that there is a season where rain falls. You don't plant during rain, you prepare before the rain falls. Who goes to go and start planting when there is water falling? So they started mapping, oh, at this very time, the ground is good for you to till and to remove the weeds and then to plant. Oh, okay, so when it's this time, so they started understanding the time of season and harvest. So you see, there is a time and a law that has been given. Even a woman cannot just get pregnant because she sleeps with a man. She has to be in the window of her ovulation period. And when she meets with a man who is fertile, and her seeds cross met, and then the egg begins to hatch. If they have intercourse in the days of that is not aligned, she's not going to get pregnant. So are you understanding that there is a law? So the where the prophet comes in is, or the speaker or the messenger, is that the messenger is a carrier of alignment. So he knows this day has a particular frequency. This day has the particular frequency. So if the prophet prays for you that day, it may not happen, but he has already tuned something on you. So that when you get to the time of heavenly alignment, something drops on you without you even knowing. So it starts blossoming. That's what you call testimony. There's a time to fast, and there's a particular period of your time when you fast. And let me say this thing, this is subject to different, your timing is different from my timing. Okay, why do women go through what they call menstrual cycle? How does the body know it is already time? How does the body know? What is the time? What is the thing in the body that calculates time? Nobody knows. It's science. It's hidden inside man. How does the body knows when it's time to grow from being a child to grow from being an adult into a teenage, or an adolescent into a teenage, and into an adult, into a middle class adult, and into an older person? How does the body knows? How does the hair knows how to fall off? How does the body learn how to become shrink? It means there is a law that is being correspondent to the body. How does the baby know it's time for it to come out? Or how does the tree knows it's time for you to yield its fruit? That is how the spirit works. How anointed I am. I come to speak at a time that is not aligned. It's not because it has not occurred. It's because there is a seeding buried at a particular time, place, or location. So what the spirit does to a prophet is that the spirit gives insights to location. That's number one. To person, address, to timing, when to speak, because before the earth was formed, the solution for that problem was already inquired. So Imagine us having a problem that the solution was already prepared before that problem came. Can you imagine? So what I'm doing is not praying for what should happen afresh, is to bring what is already in alignment for that circumstances to be in alignment. So the assignment of a prophet or the assignment of a messenger is to give alignment, warning before misalignment comes. That's simple as that. So now, if you now go to verse 4 and read the Bible verse, it now makes more sense. The Bible now says, then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly. Are you seeing that everything I'm beginning to say is making sense now? So that word is not for you as a Christian to go and start quoting to say, oh, before I formed you, I know you. Yes, the template of that which was spoken is correct, but the application is wrong. You cannot just go and stand and start applying that, oh, because God formed you in the womb, in the mother's womb, he knew you, he has already ordained, but he did not ordain you a prophet. He probably ordained you as something. What is your ordination? That's when you need to start probing. How do you probe? How do you know your ordination? The fastest way to know your ordination or what you have been called for or called to become in life is to check the condition around you. What is mostly current in your life? What is mostly current in your situation? What is mostly common in your family? What is that thing that no one has been able to break through in family? What is that thing that you've been called to achieve that you are always trying to do, but it's not always working? What is the current family captivity? What is that captivity in the family no one has been able to cross? Maybe there is nothing meant to be done in the family, but maybe small alignment. What are you supposed to do? Some of you, I'm telling you the truth, your assignment is just to observe. Your assignment is just to do nothing but just to remain in the trust of God. How many disciples did Jesus had in the Bible? Jesus had 12 disciples. Or how many disciples were active in Jesus' life? Now, let me give you a good news now to everyone who is watching right now, because I told you from the beginning of this video that you should learn how to, what are they calling it, to screenshot. So now, this is what I have for you. This is 5 minutes after 4 or whatever time it is. It's definitely 5 minutes after 4. And I want you to screenshot now. Screenshot proof that you're watching this video at this particular time. I'm giving time from 5 minutes after your current time, which is 5 minutes after 4, to 7 minutes after 4. So if you're watching right now, screenshot this video within this timeline. Oh, it has just gotten to 6 after 4. So I'm going to give it till 8 after 4. Screenshot it right now. Send it, because as soon as we are done right now, I'm going to be going to Zoom Prayerline, and I'm going to be giving those of you who are going to send you, I'm going to send you a link, and then I'm going to be doing weekly prayer, calling your name. So I'll attend to you by calling your name. So everyone will join, everyone who's writing now. So what you're going to do is screenshot, then go to the prayer line, the number. But make sure you are doing it now, because anything 0 and 9 minutes after this time, I'm not going to, so screenshot it right now. If it's 6 after 4, if it's 7 after 4, if it is 8 after 4, or 8, 6, 7, or 8 after your current time right now, I'm going to send you a Zoom link. Okay, send it to the WhatsApp channel right now as evidence, or once you've screenshot it, you can give it, give it time, because as soon as we are done with this broadcast, 15 or 20 minutes later, I'm going to be going live on Zoom. Hurry up right now. Those of you who are doing it, you may not need to do it now, but you can just keep it as proof. Okay, you can just keep it as proof. And secondly, once you have done that, make sure you add your full name. Okay, you add your full name. Don't just send a screenshot, just your full name. Just put your full name to it. Okay, because once you're going to be coming live, make sure your Zoom also do that. But if you are screenshot it, you don't need to rush. You don't need to interrupt this video. Just pay attention to what I'm teaching right now. And those of you who are just joining right now, we are back to Global Prophetic Network. We have our Zoom, our channel right now. We have our Zoom, our channel right now. So make sure you are currently following. Make sure you are currently following our new channel. Okay. Make sure you are currently following our new channel and all of that. So I want to say this to every one of you here. Whatever you're going through right now is a prophecy. It's a prophecy. Heaven does not release until there is a need to receive. Now, do you know I was going through a family house, and when I was going through the family house, guess what happened? I saw wretchedness and poverty in that home. I saw wretchedness, poverty at the highest core. Look, the family second name was rich. They were so wretched that even wretchedness was looking at them. And then the Spirit opened my eyes and said, do you know what is in this land? When I looked at this land, guess what I saw? There was oil in the land. There is gold in the land. There are minerals under the land. And they don't know. Some of the houses that is being built, let me just say this for beginners. Nobody living on earth is living on a bare ground. Everything that is on earth has a mineral underneath it, but you just need to explore it. That's just all. We've been lied to that, minerals are mostly populated in another locations and all of that. For example, in Abuja, do you know the kind of minerals that is under the lands that people are building their houses and homes? Some of you are buying lifetime blessings. Why do you think there are places in some states that they don't allow to build and they say no, it's for federal? No, they've done a report on it to see what is underneath it. Someone is saying, what is the link? What is the link to the channel? It's right there on the what are they calling it? It's right there on those of you who are watching on Facebook, you can see it right now. It's right there on the caption. So just open the caption and you will be giving you'll see the link of the new group channel, the new channel there. So just go there, you see it, there's a channel there. Just open the video, this video you're watching right now. All right, so because of time, I'd like to give just let me just go into our weekly prophecy, and before I go into global prophecy recheck. Okay, so let me bless you for the week. I prophesy into your life. And now listen, I want you to take this prophetic prayer I'm giving you very serious. I want to give you this prophetic prayer, and I'm releasing this from my heart. And I'm saying this to every one of you who is joining right now. I decree to your life everything that needs to turn around, everything that needs to be transformed, everything that needs divine supervision, everything that needs divine supernatural touch. I release grace upon you right now, this week, by the authority of Christ, by the power that is centered in the kingdom. I decree and I declare that from today, you shall experience a surge of divine turnaround. From today, you shall experience the surge of divine manifestation. As you're watching this video right now, and as you're commenting on it right now, and as you're declaring by faith, and as you're tapping into this declaration, this prophetic word, I decree and I declare that it shall be permanent in your life. Those of you who are watching on Instagram right now, I know there are some of you watching on Instagram, I decree and I declare that there is transformation. There is supernatural upgrade going on in your life right now. As you are tapping, listen. As you are commenting, this is my word. Listen to my word. As you are commenting, may it be done to you and also to your family. May it be done to you and your family members. May it be done to you and those that are connected to you by bloodline. You see what I'm doing? I'm not just declaring the word, I'm shooting it to an engagement. As you're commenting right now and as you're declaring right now, I speak to you as one who has been given a mandate from heaven. I decree and I declare that your life is taking a new turn. I am speaking because the Spirit of God gave me permission to speak life to you today. And because I am here in obedience, I decree that whatever you need for you to get, look at what I'm hearing in my ear. Debt cancellation, debt cancellation, debt cancellation, cancellation. Oh my God. I'm seeing series of checks that have been bouncing. I see it being restored. Debt cancellation, debt cancellation, debt cancellation. Listen to me. If you're listening to me here right now, Marosa Katalibrahande Bediana Skepela Dovia. Suzuva la Rataba. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. Yes, debt cancellation. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yes. You're scared, you're feeling it right now, right? I'm talking to you. Receive debt cancellation. Listen, I open door, favor. Listen, the Spirit said I should give you this instruction, this word. You're listening to me right now. The help is in America. You just need to ask. That's all. The help is in America. Just ask. And when you ask that help, make sure you finalize the end of that journey. I don't know who the Spirit is speaking to, but I'm speaking to someone. I don't know who that person is, but the Spirit is saying your debt cancellation is coming from someone in America, someone within Europe, America, or Canada, or whatever that person is. You're here right now. This week, you know what to do. And let me say something to so many of you here. Your problems do not end because God intervenes. No, He gives you the energy. He gives you the wisdom to who to call, what to do, where to go. If you think, oh, miracle will just, yes, miracle can happen. But I'm saying this to some particular persons, individuals who are listening to me right now, who has gotten to the edge of falling. And to the edge of, okay, you know what? I don't know what next to do. Yes, you're the one I'm talking to. You're listening to me right now, and I can see you. You're looking at me, you're smiling. You're like agitated right now by this word I'm speaking. There is so much cold ghost bomb on your body right now as I'm speaking to you. Yes, you're the one I'm talking to. The debt is cancelled. I cancel every signature, every drought. That's what the Spirit of God said is telling me. He said there's a drought that I'm ending in their life. Financial drought. Financial drought. And it's not ending tomorrow. It has ended now. And if you believe in this prophetic word I'm speaking, this word is for you. I decree and I declare by the authority that has been given to me. Because you are saying amen, because you are committed to this prophetic word, I decree that it is done. 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 Leso faria mashantala kerodosiala. Lebrando zoveledia chevelia koramaha satala biadadu shada brahadia. Sekole bediana mandolo voshavele kezevia grahano zebidiana kados keredia shover. Le cruza barakatasia la cronomo shela la biada. Sekete peteli gabarado sovara kadamata shidali karuno solea. Selembrono ngia de kaveria sadakaria kusketila da shada. Kama sikomeni kamina bai dikeli suvida. Le kali dimia sonopia nele teni shitafasusu. Selikutomon no yamaine mekene rumunu shomoto mala na mahati kabezuala. Lali mukolo belekela shulatisa tile tumala pala kelemindoro mukubayine nesa tu gelele bida shito ko perkalatesa vida de harush tarakuso ko para telekumparina hikasu neriatusto kasile vida suzuke mani tapela como vo umbarino soko pela nyota nele suteli shapino nokolo salakila kila kushena rateno zoze relekonizalia konikatitasi Seletus to raprehish, elekutus elembine gabialo rievetiasa, arkatozolo beni karatushada, luso vere deberia, luko pala sakolobosu dele, jikete disere. You know what I'm speaking? There is a rewiring going on right now in your body. That thing that is pushing blessings, that is pushing. Look, the Spirit is saying to me, most of you are not attacked spiritually, but there is something going on wrong in your brain. Some of you are going through what I call mental rehabilitation. Your brain needs a rehabilitation because you are going through what I call you're going through a hypnosis, or should I say, you're going through mental breakdown. So it's causing hallucination. You are seeing things that is not true. Okay, you're going through things, and the spirit is saying to me that some of you are not, you're not under spiritual attack. Your minerals are, your bio minerals are low. Your vitamins is low. There is something in your body that is low that you need to go and check. Okay, something is wrong in your body, your nervous system, and you think you are sick. Some of you might even have malaria, and you might be thinking they are chasing you. Your drink, there's an attack. No, your body, your blood sugar level. I don't know. I'm hearing something that some of you are going through some attack because you think it's an attack, but it's just a health challenge. So maybe there's a lifestyle you need to stop living. There is something you need to do that is right. You need to go to the hospital and check yourself. You need to start taking your vitamins, your vitamin C, your PC. You have to check your PCV. You have to check your blood sugar level. You have to check your creatine level. You have to check your heartbeat. You have to check your liver function. Check something. Something is not wrong. You are losing motivation these days. It's not because there is an attack. It's not because why does it look like people are getting to you these days? They say things that become very sensitive to you. Why is it that you're becoming very sensitive to what people are saying? It's happening because something in your bio level, your blood is your iron level is low. I'm hearing that in the spirit. I'm saying it right now. So you're not getting ill every day because you're not strong. You stand up this day with dizziness as if you want to faint or fall, or there's something going on. You are sick. You are scared that you are dying. But yet, every time you go to bed and wake up, you wake up far. You're feeling dizzy as if you're about to die. Check your blood iron. Your iron level could be weak. Your glucose could be down or high. I don't know, but the spirit is showing me there are some of you who are not under any spiritual attack. And if you are actually under any spiritual attack, it starts first from your stomach. Go and check your gut, your health, your gut health. You know, your gut is your strength. You hear people say, "What give you the guts?" It takes your guts to do the things you are doing. Motivation to go to the gym, motivation to wake up in the morning to do what you're doing, motivation to stand and speak, motivation to do some of the things you are doing. But when you are losing it, it's not because you are having malaria or no. And some of you who are always in a field where you walk every day, you're sweating, you need to adjust the balance of taking vitamins. So you're not under any spiritual, but the spirit is telling me now I should speak alignment to your body. But guess what? Look at me. Because you're watching me right now, that power has been given. That grace has been released upon me. I'm speaking alignment to you. There was a woman who was always going through um, several attacks, going through too many things, and she was sick. She came for deliverance, and then the spirit said she should go and deworm herself. And we gave her salt water and anointed it, prayed for her. She drank it. She went and started purging, and she slept like a baby that day. Health problem. It wasn't a demonic attack. She just needed to kill parasites. Some of you are seeing people chasing you because your body system is contaminated. Your parasites. Go and do parasite cleansing. Go and deworm your body. Okay? Go and deworm your body. How often do you stay under sunlight? You stay under the screen every day looking at the TV or your phone. When did you last check yourself? You are not losing motivation. You are not suddenly stop talking to people. You don't suddenly decided that you won't start talking to people again. You didn't decide that you want to stop making friends. You stop losing attention. It's not because you hated them. Your blood iron is low. Your sugar level or your glucose need to be checked. By the time you check it, you discover that person you hated was not you. You were losing a part of you that was not connecting. Your body was not balanced. Your pH level is not balanced. Your hormonal balance is not straight. So I can understand. And some of you are praying against the demon of fornication and adultery. Whereas what you are supposed to be checking is your bio body. Your body is emitting a very high frequency of something that needs to be guarded in meditation. It's a sweet energy. So you think that everything you are feeling is because you need to go and have sex. No, that energy is given for you to speak something into the spirit. But you are binding what you should have used to elevate yourself to the next level. When you feel that strong sexual urge, you think is to go and touch yourself. And no, sir, that's the ladder given to you to climb. So you harmonize that same energy and feel gratitude, feel love in your heart, feel joy, feel peace in your soul. So every of that feeling is emotion, is the transportation of divine response. Emotions, emotions. Are you getting what I'm saying? Rather than carrying your toy, you want to go and carry a toy and start doing all of those things you are doing. I don't know who I'm speaking to. Every time you feel depressed or you feel, you feel confused, sometimes you go carry your phone and start watching it. You are interacting, you are losing, you are wasting heavenly fuel in your body. Raise that vibration high. The same way you are feeling to commit to do, so put that same energy to work. Put it to the breakthrough that you expected. So feel the same energy on the breakthrough. Then your brain will start connecting to what it was. You've just not been taught. You've not just been taught about this sign. So you feel bad every time you feel these things. You think the next thing for you to do is to go and wank yourself, or to go and look for somebody, or to just go meet your husband and do it. Sometimes your body is excited, feeling something. And also the other way around. Oh, you don't feel attracted to your man. I don't know why this word is coming to me, but I'm picking it in the spirit. You're suddenly losing attention or desire with your man. You're no longer enjoying harmony and relationship in your marriage, and you feel you're no longer attracted when your man touches you, your woman touches you, and some of you start saying maybe spiritual husband. No, you are losing a kind of probiotics in your system. So both of you need to go and do what they call the herbal cleansing, or you go and do the fight this. If you really want the quickest solution for this, is you and your spouse throw your phones away, travel for a retreat, spend 5 days on a retreat, then you end it with mushrooms. Go and do magic mushrooms together, or psychedelic. Go and do it. So stay away from social media. Then what will happen is your body field will start realigning with that body field. You both have been too committed to work, that you are excessively disappointed. You are like, see, listen, the mentality of until your hands are in the work, nothing will happen. Let it fail, but don't let that relationship fail. So what you need to do is lock all the distraction, drop your phones, go on a retreat with your spouse or your partner, and spend 5 days at most, at least 5 days. If you go there and do 2 days and come back, you're wasting your time. 5 days at least. So let the emotions shatter, let the emotions stabilize. If you want to have a prolonged relationship in your home, okay, take your spouse 5 days, once in 2 months or 3 months, and you both can realign. Before you know, the magnet will spark back. When you are back, you'll be chasing yourself like Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, you would wonder why all of this is happening. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know where this wisdom is coming from, but that's what the Spirit is telling me right now. You need to spend more time with your spouse. You're too busy with ministry. You're too busy with business. You're too busy with thinking you have a partner that is just there for him to give you money for your children, or for you to have kids for him. You are making a hell of a noise. The same mistake your father made. They are not romantic. They are very crude, very unromantic, very non-connected, and you are passing the same trait to your children. Nobody want to communicate with each other. Everybody is staring on the phone. Their eyes is on the phone, 247 Netflix. Whoa, 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 whoa. In the morning, they are going to work. There's no time for bonding. And let me tell you something, another secret. How many of you know that if you know that 12 o'clock of each new day is the power time of a day? What if I tell you that there is a week in the month, there is a day of the week that is the 12 o'clock of the week? That if you spend the whole of that day doing bonding, family time, you can reorganize the psyche of your home. Can I give you the day? Saturday. That is why it's called Sabbath. That's why the Creator said, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. So from 6 p.m. on Friday till 6 p.m. on Saturday is Sabbath day. So turn off your phone, go with your family on vacation, sleep off, forget about friends, just focus on you time, helping one another, carry plates. As a man, you are so busy, carry plates, go do dishes, go outside, do work with your kids. We used to do it then. Every Saturday, we are happy. Family time. Nothing is wrong with your family. So Saturday, not Sunday. Sunday is not Sabbath day. Saturday is Sabbath day. You don't spend Saturday on phone talking to people. You don't spend Saturday calling your friends and your family. Yes, you do that to check, but your immediate family, you spend time. So from Saturday, you can command the week. But from Sunday, you can rewrite. You can rewrite the things. Why can't you not talk to your spouse? Why are you guys having issues? Is because some part of your body is not aligned. And you are saying your husband doesn't love you, but the only way you can satisfy yourself is to go and watch that movie and touch yourself and do some crazy things. At the end of the day, you have lost everything you need to do for that marriage to work. In it, you get what I'm saying? So stop making it spiritual. Stop making it demonic. You need knowledge. Why would the Lord give me grace to go and become mandated for a state to help them design? Was I not praying about it before? Why am I having the physical mandate? Will I go and start praying and say, oh God, you've given me the mandate, start putting angels and all of that, blah, 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 all these things you're saying. Hello, there is a job done. There is a job done. There is a job that needs to be done. You are running from responsibility. You wake up in the morning and nothing. You're going straight to your phone. No exercise, no stretching, no cardio, no cardio exercise or physical exercise. Why wouldn't you have cardiovascular disease? Why wouldn't you have brain salt? Why wouldn't you have all of these things? Your body is a clinic. It just needs you to give it what it needs. Sleep, water, vitamin, sunlight, meditation, grass. Play like a baby. Go outside and play. Play with the sand, with the soil. Get dirty. Keep your OCD behind. You're too OCD high. If you come close to me, you know my OCD dimension is on a different level. But when it comes for me to drop my guards down for things, I don't play with my perfumes. Play with my teeth, my hand wash, my mouthwash, my clothes, my sink. Everything is always to the teeth. I don't like seeing things disorganized, but when it comes to alignment, I forget about those things. The reason why I can't bring people into my circle is I miss them. They are still held up with their parasites. You are saying your children became sick because somebody visited them from the village, so they came with the attack. It's not attack. The girl you brought as house help, you did not let her go through deworming. You did not check her to clean her nails, to check the kind of detergent she uses or he uses. So they brought that same worms and aura. So the aura is from their sweat, from their blood vessels, is all from them. So that's why you think it's witchcraft. No, they are emitting a high vibration of survival mode. So it's affecting the signal of your life. This thing is science. It's pure science. It's physics. There is no demon anywhere. The only demon is the one that you fail to dissolve, is the ignorance around you. Ignorance. Once you are enlightened, that is all. And that's why Jesus says, if your eyes is single, your body will be full of light. And the kingdom, the key that has been given to you to the kingdom is the one that makes you superior, operational, sovereign. How can you, every year you're always broke, looking for your rent or looking for, every year you don't learn new thing to expand. And sometimes God will allow you. And when I say God, I mean your higher self. But let's keep it in the crude language, God. God will allow you to fall where you are, not because he wants to see you fail. You are too comfortable for the small millions and small money coming into your hands. And God is looking at you saying, your higher self is looking at you saying, no, if he or she keeps being satisfied with this type of money, every 1,500,000, $1,000, 2,000 every month, your account is maybe nothing beyond $5,000. You are too satisfied. The spirit is like, with what we have already in our future, this is not how you got to the future. You know what they will do? They will just realign themselves from the higher self downwards. So the end of the day, you start seeing cataclysm in your relationship. People start leaving you, and you are trying to resolve with them. When your higher self is saying, leave them, they are not part of your journey. You're going to beg them. You're going to make peace with them. You're going to reconcile with them. Some of you are too entitled. You have entitlement mentality that your life is dependent on what people will give to you. How often will people keep putting spoon in your mouth? Those of you who will get those of you who are going to get my Zoom prayer link are only those that was able to screenshot and get what I gave to them. So if you didn't get what I asked you to get, so forget about it. So divine instructions is very, very important. You think I got to here today because I'm a prophet? Okay, you don't understand. There are times I will hear the voice of God, the Spirit of God speaking to me. The Spirit of God will be speaking to me. And then I won't hear it again. And then the next day now, I'm hearing it. The moment I hear, you need to see me when I hear the Spirit of God speaking. Yes, okay. That's me communicating with the Spirit now. Yes, because that moment comes and it goes. It's like a signal. So when it comes, sometimes I can't even ask. That's all I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm saying. Groaning. I don't even know what to ask. So it's not like I have, sometimes with what I have arranged to communicate with the Spirit, when the thing comes on me, I don't even know how to ask. So the Spirit hides my need in that words. And then understanding is downloaded to my spirit. The Spirit says, call that man you've not called after in 2 years' time. Call him. And then I'll call him, and then you hear, oh, Samuel, prophet, we haven't we haven't heard for a long time. Please, can we meet this week? Yeah, I know why you. Alignment is sweet. Alignment is sweet. When you are aligned, things move. Don't just talk. Speak in the hour of alignment, in the time of alignment. According to the time of the Spirit, Ronik is asking. 11:11 is a good time, it's an angel time, 11:11, 4:44, all of those times. But if you don't understand the foundation of timing, you will follow new age teaching and you will miss the real thing. So what is the real timing? What is the exact time? What time should you walk? According to the alignment of time, when it's Friday around 5 a.m., 5 p.m., 5:30 or 6 when the sun is already setting. 6, then you turn on your candles, 7 candles, and you declare the word Shalom Shabbat. The word Shalom means to be whole. 6. So you turn off everything, say goodbye to weekend, to work, and then till the next day, Saturday, 6 p.m. So all those hours is when you enter into your rest. Another question you should ask yourself is, why does the Bible say, remember the Sabbath day and keep it? Why did he say remember? And the last agenda is Sabbath, because after 6,000 years reign, we are meant to enter Sabbath. And why does all the feast of trumpets usually go in the Sabbath day? Most of them. So what is going to happen on the Sabbath day? So you have to keep Sabbath very clean. Keep it spiritual. Keep it natural, organic. That means something is going to happen in our world. Something is going to happen in our world on a Sabbath. I feel it. I know it. It's going to happen on a Sabbath day. There's nothing anyone is going to tell me it's going to happen on a Sabbath day, cross into Sunday, like from Friday into Sunday. Those 3 days is a window of alignment where things, whether it's alien invasion, whether it's going to be something is going to happen, it will happen on a weekend. Mark my words. So I'm not saying from Monday to Thursday you'll be a sinner. Well, and then on Friday you start confessing. Whether you like it or not, according to the Hebrew, the Bible culture, everyone who, whether it's a priest, they all cleanse themselves as they enter into the Sabbath. They prepare food. Everything is locked up on Friday morning. They wake up to start preparing food. Once it is 3, they are done cleaning everything, because from the next day, you can't do certain things. But the message Jesus came to bring, the message he brought is that Sabbath was made for man. Man was not made for Sabbath. Meaning that Sabbath is given to man to enter his rest. So it is not a custom for you to serve the day. It's for the day to serve you. So once you understand that you are not doing all of those things because you are respecting Sabbath day, you are doing it because Sabbath day is the day where you align. So within the day, that's when your brain resets. That's when the 12 o'clock happens, the 1200 o'clock. And whatever happens on Saturday is what enters into day 1 of Sunday. That's why it's called Sunday. The sun day, which is the same day in Genesis chapter. The Bible says, and God said, let there be light. The first thing he said was, let there be light. That was the first day of creation. Let there be light. So Sunday is where you sit down to plan the vision of the week. Sunday is when you plan for the week. Anything you do on a planning stage on Sunday, you always get it right. Sunday is when you baptize your vision. It's when you speak light. So meaning, write all you want to do for the week, and then on the Sunday, you are speaking revelation into it. Let there be light on Monday, let there be light on Tuesday, let there be light on Wednesday. You speak all through into this week. All right, so I'm going to see you in the Zoom. And now let me pray for you for the week. I decree and I declare that this week will be a week of miracles. This week will be a week of signs and wonders. This week will be a week of manifestation. This week will be a week of blessings. This week is loaded with health. This week is loaded with transformation. This week is loaded with signs and wonders. This week is loaded with manifestation. This week is loaded with signs and wonders. I decree and I declare everything that needs to happen in your life, may it begin to happen. May it begin to manifest. May it begin to come to manifestation. I decree by the authority of Christ that you shall experience turnaround. You shall experience signs and wonders. You shall experience testimony. You shall experience breakthrough. You shall experience breakthrough. You shall experience breakthrough. You shall experience light and wonder. You shall experience peace. You shall experience light. It shall be well with you. So those of you who did not screenshot Zoom prayer line, you can still go to the prayer line and ask for support. Those of you who screenshot with your this thing, make sure you attach your name. Make sure you attach your name. Okay, it's very, very important. Attach your name to the screenshot of the timing I told you to give within 6 after 4 to 9 after 4. Okay, All right. I want to pray for the fruit of the womb. My spirit is leading me to pray for somebody here. There's someone here who has been trusting God for the fruit of the womb. Someone here who has been trusting God for the fruit of the womb. I decree and I declare, I release fruitfulness to your womb. I release fruitfulness to your womb. I release fruitfulness to your womb now. I release fruitfulness to your womb now. Anything diabolical in your system that has been holding you down from having that baby, I'm seeing a baby girl. I'm seeing a bird on top of that baby. And I'm seeing the name of the baby on the bird is called Jennifer. Jennifer, that's what I heard. I see fruit of the womb is released right now by authority. So it is done. I release fruit of the womb. I release fruit of the womb. Now, if you check our channel, right now, if you check our channel, right now on Facebook, you will see our new WhatsApp channel. Global Prophetic channel has been reopened. So check the caption. When you go out of the video that you're watching right now, if you're watching on Facebook, but for YouTube, it will be realigned. If you're watching on Facebook, just go out of the video. You will see a link. That link will take you straight into our channel. Congratulations. That's where we're going to be dropping our updates. If we have other announcements, posts, and some of the things that we're planning, okay? So get ready and you experience the light. I love you all. So those of you who are just joining right now, go and join. So I want to reiterate the global prophetic messages we have for the world. Something is wrong with our global space. If you go and check all the prophecies I gave till now, earlier this year, I gave a prophecy concerning on the 28th of March, I released a prophetic warning concerning a deadly storm, heavy flooding in severe destruction areas across Lagos and other vulnerable coastal regions. And now it is official that is happening. And I said, this thing is not just going to be only, I did mention some states and countries. I said, Africa. Look at what happened in Ghana. Look at what happened. And some people are like, they've never seen this before. And they're wondering, what is going on? What's happening? Do you see the fire going on in Europe? Something happened in Norway, in China, in Bulgaria. It is happening. So are you seeing that the world, if you remove all the entertainment going on, if you remove all the distraction right now, the trumpet is blowing very hard. The world is changing as I speak to you. How come nobody's reacting? How come no one is talking about it? How come no one is speaking about what is going on in the world? But people are speaking. But your algorithm is playing joke on you. And we're not saying you have to focus on the negative things. But do you see what is going on in America? Do you see the smoke from Canada? I warned about Canada last year. I've been warning about this, but the problem is most of you don't watch some of my videos, or you just join and you don't really get to see some of the things we discuss in our channels. This is why you need to join our global prophetic network. Just go, you see the link dropped there. The global prophetic network is our channel. So you have to join right now. Join right now. We have 9 persons. 9 persons have joined so far. So the question is, what is happening in our world? And you know the worst part of it? So many of you, so many people are thinking this is just a play, even though the thing is happening serious right now. It's like, okay, maybe it will calm down. Maybe it's just bro. Sis, if you need to run from some of these areas that have been affected, run away now. You see what is happening in UK? You see what is going on? It's just the tip, is the tip of the iceberg. Is the tip of the iceberg. Is the tip of the iceberg. Oh, maybe it's happening now because no, is that whatever you're seeing right now, wait till November, December and see. Wait till next year. See, from now till 2030, it will keep going higher, higher, highest, highest, high. Do you see the multiple earthquakes happening? So what is happening? What is your mind telling you is happening? We have reached the end of this era. We are entering the beginning. But are you ready for it? Well, some people are asking, they are still having hope. Well, maybe this investment business we are doing, maybe is yes. The mandate is for us to get money so that when we projects and business, we can now not divert in a bad way, but we get some of our profit and begin to establish our camps, our food reservations, and all of that. So if you are here and you want to partner with my some of the contract you have, you want to get a contract, you want to maybe support in registering the entities or the holding companies, you want to be part of it, or you want to invest. We already have a mandate. We also have institutional partners, of course, but this we are at the seed level right now. So if you are in this state, if you are in this very stage where you want to be part of our seed network, where you want to register some of the companies and all of that, the subsidiaries, and you want to be part of it to get shares, you're ready. So when we get to the point where we start posting for jobs, of course, I promise you, I'm going to be dropping job interviews for so many of you who want to join and who want to participate in a greater field. Both if you're a designer or if you have talent or if you have things, this is going to be a very large network so that every one of you can be busy. But if you are here and you are a seed investor, you want to, that money in your account can become something you can convert it in form of shares rather than holding that money in your account. But you want to support in terms of building the seed foundation where investment can come through. We are at that stage right now. So get ready to join. You can send me a prayer, send me a message on our prayer line. And secondly, if you want to also support the mission, the channel, if you want to subscribe into our channel by partnering, you just lay whatever is in your heart and then you send it will be sent across, and then we'll organize a meeting for us to speak and all of that. But what I'm saying to you, some of you are still looking at me, sorry to use the word dumb. You don't know that this is the time for you to take advantage to get your oil, your bread, your food ready. This is the time to multiply your bread. You are right at the right opportunity right now. But when you sleep over these things, it's time for partnership. It's time for expansion. And take whatever I'm saying serious. So having established this structure, those who are living in Canada should start thinking of evacuation. The Spirit of the Lord has put Canada in my spirit. Canada, China, Australia, New Zealand, all those waterine areas and coastal regions, including America. The weather faculty will be very bad. And when people look back, it will be Sodom and Gomorrah burnt on fire. There'll be fire, there'll be water, there'll be a lot of things. What is going on? The Spirit says is me judging the land. I will judge the land. But the way it's going to happen will not happen the way it's been written in the Bible. Peter Pan explosion, where you see things, but it's happening. If you combine all that is happening, go and check all that happened within the month of July, June, July. Put them together, it will create this vision where you mean this is happening and no one is saying anything? No, it's only you who is not saying anything about it. because you are busy watching AI generated links and videos where you are just laughing like a clown, and the door of salvation is closing. When they're talking about salvation, it has nothing to do with your soul or your life, even though it has everything to do with your soul and your life. It means that this is the time you have to start networking. This is the time for you to start getting updates on what is going on in the community. Where is the provision hidden? Who shall I connect? Who should I do? What should I do? That's why we've reopened the Global Prophetic Network channel. So if you're part of this vision, or you want to be part of the expansion of my mandate that was given to me by my state, and I also have mandate in Botswana. I also have, so if you want to participate in joining, do that right now. You can send and says, you know, Prophet, I want to join. I don't want to be in the bottom. I want to be at the high table with you. Is there anything I can do? Is there anything we can do? We can, I have some money lying down in my bank, and I really want to be part of something that might return investment back for us in whatever you are doing in the government, so that we can also participate in expansion and flourishment. That's how to think. That's how to think. Don't store money, invest it, buy golds, or put it in things that is right now that is moving in the kingdom. Somebody wrote me yesterday saying he had hope in my prophecy I gave for XRP coin, but I deleted it and it affected his faith. You are dumb. You are very dumb for asking that question. We remove posts all the time, not because they are not valid, but the word of the Lord is for an appointed time. So if we remove down a prophecy, doesn't mean the prophecy is not valid. There are prophecies we've showed to the world, and people say, when did we posted it? But we posted it all through there. They didn't see nothing. But when we archived it, we waited for the right time. So it is being posted as a witness of time. That's all. We don't even need people to like or comment on it. We just post it so that when we are doing prophecy confirmation, people can see that it was posted at a time. So if you are investing based on what I'm directing you to invest on, do it at your discretion. Don't say because the prophet says and they've removed it from the post and so blah 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 blah. You have to follow me with faith, because what I see, you can't see them. If your faith temperament level is still at a humanoid dimension, you will fail. But if you can see beyond where I see, and so because you can't see beyond how I see, and if you trust the God that works with me, can you walk with faith and not with your mouth? So that's all I'm going to say. So this week, I'm back. And when I'm saying this, I'm back, I am back fully now to my social media streaming. I have structured things and how my business can be flowing without even me being involved and all of that. This has been one of the most biggest foundational point, and right now I've been able to solve that. So ready now for us to have consistency so that we can expose. So after this video right now, we're going straight to prayer line. God bless you, and I love you.